Hello, I'm Mayor Phil Goode with your weekly update. Tomorrow, Council will have 3 meetings. The executive session starts at 10 a.m., and we will receive legal advice from the city attorneys regarding updates to the proposed Airport Vicinity Overlay District and related matters. We will also hear from the attorneys regarding community development block grant funding from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. The Council's study session starts at 1 p.m. First up will be a presentation on workforce housing. During the October 11th voting meeting, we issued a proclamation declaring November to be the Homelessness Awareness Month, noting that an unfortunately significant number of families and students in the Prescott and Prescott Valley area live in crisis and are homeless. Councilman Brandon Montoya and I requested information related to housing availability and affordability, specifically as it relates to the workforce that services the needs of the citizens of Prescott. Councilman Clark Tenney was also included as a resource for his work with the Prescott Unified School District and their shared concern over teacher housing challenges. Council will learn about workforce housing, including demographic data, from Ryan Jones, economist and data analyst with Yavapai College's Regional Economic Development Center. Next, Cody Ann Yarns, local real estate agent, will bring local housing information. Finally, city staff will pull the information together and how it relates to opportunities for workforce housing initiatives. Through a series of discussions with community members and stakeholders, information was gathered to better inform Council of the data pertaining to the workforce in Prescott, wages versus home prices, as well as what other municipalities have done to tackle this issue. Tomorrow's study session agenda will present this data and facilitate Council discussion on direction for further action. The second presentation will be regarding employee recruitment, retention, and compensation, which is also of concern to the Council and in some ways related to the discussion on housing. Since 2020, 18% of the city's job offers we have made were rejected due to the high cost of housing in the area. In this climate of inflation, it's not surprising that pay levels are also a major reason we are understaffed. Currently, there are 47 unfilled full-time positions in city staffing, leaving service levels compromised. This presentation is a follow-up discussion from the August 23, 2022 study session regarding public safety recruitment and retention challenges. HR Director Brandon Nunez will discuss possible approaches to improving retention and hiring in key positions. Study sessions are not voted on. During the voting meeting at 3 p.m., Council will consider an update to the policy related to membership on city boards, commissions, and committees. The policy has not been updated since 2011, and various issues need review and clarification. Council will consider approving a contract with Fan Contracting, Inc. for construction of the American Legion and Prescott Library Sidewalk Improvement Project. This project will start at the intersection of Pleasant and Goodwin Street and continue along Goodwin Street to Marina Street. It will include new sidewalks, curb, gutter, and pavement replacement. Currently, no sidewalk exists on the Goodwin Street side of the American Legion post. This project will add ADA curb ramps and residential and commercial driveways. New asphalt will be added as required. The project is scheduled to begin on October 31st and is slated for completion in the middle of March. During the construction of the new sewer trunk main in Miller Creek, residents of the Dexter neighborhood were concerned about landscape restoration for the banks of Miller Creek and reconstruction of the trail in the neighborhood. Public Works met with the residents and developed a planning and implementation strategy to restore vegetation in the creek corridor. Prescott Creeks is also participating in the project. This project should be completed in 90 days. Yavapai County Elections Department and the Yavapai County Sheriff's Office are working together to ensure November 8th elections are secure and ballots are properly received and counted. YCSO asks citizens to please respect the Arizona law prescribing a 75-foot perimeter for no electioneering or disturbing of voters around each voting location. This includes photography, questioning, and any interference of the voting process inside the 75-foot perimeter. This perimeter also applies to ballot drop boxes. YCSO will be responding to any reports of election-related law violations. Sheriff David Rhodes states our constitutional right to vote freely and fairly is a basic tenet of democracy and must be protected. I'll always work to defend your constitutional rights. The local ballot drop box location in Prescott is at the County Administration Building, 1015 Fair Street. I'm Mayor Phil Goode. This has been your weekly update. Thanks for viewing, and I'll see you next week.